Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Tim and today we're doing a walk around view of our 2014 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV Aspire. This is a MI 14.5, so a slight update on this one. We're going to go around the outside of this car, look at the style features, jump inside, run through some of the features and condition as well, and then I'm also going to cover off a little bit about our hybrid technology here at Mitsubishi. So across the front here we do have this really nice styling of the Outlander, fits in with the other Outlanders of this design. I like the way that they got this nice chrome on the Aspire running across between here, joining up the headlights as they come in a little bit, across the front with our nice Mitsubishi badge here in the middle. We do have a bit of black towards the bottom of the grille to help break up that really nice titanium colour. The HRD headlights with our washers just here. We also do have a nice bonnet protector, which means the previous owner did want to look after this vehicle as well. Car does come with fog lights with a bit of chrome highlighting around there. There's going to be a bit of chrome highlighting all around the car, which is typical on the Aspire. I couldn't find any marks or anything on the front of the car there, so we're going to move around now to our first alloy wheel. Our alloy wheels on this car are really nicely styled. They do have the lighter colour on the higher raised up bits, which recess back into a darker colour, giving a really good contrast, which stands out throughout the car with the chrome highlights and the darker coloured contrasting as well, with a brand new tyre fitted to this rim. On the driver's side panel we do have our plug-in hybrid electric vehicle badge just here, which is why some people do refer to these as PHEVs. No marks sort of along here. Actually, there's a very minor stone chip here which we have touched up, but that's the first mark I've seen on this vehicle. Colour-coded side mirror cuts with integrated side mirrors as well. Moving down the side of the car, you'll see we do have these really nice chrome handles with a button that you can press to lock and unlock the vehicle, as well as push button start. Means that the keys never have to leave your pocket, purse or handbag. This car does come equipped with a sunroof as well, but we'll cover that off a little bit more once we are inside. This car hasn't been fitted with tint yet, it just has the privacy glass and the normal windows. I would recommend getting some tint on the front of the car and some UV protection on the back. Even though privacy glass is a little bit darker, it doesn't offer that UV protection, which is really handy. Protect your interior, make the interior temperature lower, and just make it a bit more comfortable in the Australian sun. On our second premium alloy wheel, this one presents just as well as the first. It looks like that might just come off. Yep, there's no gutter rashing on this wheel. There was just a little bit of a mark left there that wiped off with my finger from when the tyre was changed. These 18-inch alloy rims appear to all have brand new Hankook tyres. On the driver's side of our PHEV, do have our first trap door. Now this is where our plug is to plug the car into the wall socket. It does come with a 30 and 15 amp wall sockets. If you do have the 30 amp application at home, just charges it a little bit quicker, but it's not necessary. You do have the 15 amp as well. Moving around now to the back, you'll see that the really nice chrome highlighting inside the taillights does stand out against the titanium colour, with a bit of a chrome garnish running across the top of the boot just here, with our Outlander PHEV and Aspire badges on the back. Underneath the back here we do have a reverse camera and colour-coded reverse parking sensors as well, to really make it easy to pull into those nice tight car parks. If we just pull this up, we do actually have an automatic tailgate. We have a spare tyre in this model mounted just in here. Typically these cars don't usually come with a spare tyre, so it looks like the previous owner has actually put the thought into getting a spare tyre put in the back of this car. Normally it just comes with the run flat kit. And in the back just next to it you do have your plug-in for your hybrid, and you have a nice privacy cover in there as well. We'll close the boot down, just press the button, it will beep and then it will start lowering down as well. You can actually open it with the key, but I've left the key inside the car. One thing I'll point out to you guys at the moment, this car is actually running. It's silent because it's running off its battery at the moment. It jumps between its battery and its petrol engine. I'll cover that off a little bit, but I have actually left the car running and it is perfectly silent at the moment. On the passenger side of the car, we do have our petrol filler cap. This car, when running off the petrol engine, does take 91 rated unleaded fuel. Having a look at another Hankook brand new tyre on another perfectly conditioned alloy rim as well for our third tyre. Looking down the passenger side of the car, I've noticed two little marks I'll point out to you guys. Another little touch up just here, and then another one towards the front here, but otherwise this car presents absolutely fantastically. To go around the whole car and only find 3 marks so far is just a real testament to how well looked after this vehicle is. Got this nice hard plastic running along the bottom, which does protect the paintwork from road grime flying up while you are driving along the road with this vehicle. Our last wheel does also have, once again, brand new Hankook tyre with no marking on that whatsoever. Another very minor stone chip that's been touched up just above that. So 4 marks I've noticed, or 5, one more here. So 5 marks all around the front of the car, all around the whole car, which I've really noticed to point out to you guys. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to pop the bonnet and I'm going to run you through a little bit how Mitsubishi's hybrid technology actually works. So by popping up the bonnet on the driver's side, I've got a release clip in the centre here, and control arm over to the right. So you see on the right hand side we do have our really nice lithium ion battery and electric motor, main electric motor, and our petrol motor here on the left. Now this does actually have 4 smaller electric motors behind each wheel to run the car in its all-wheel drive mode while you're driving on electric mode. If you do drive in electric mode, you can actually drive up to about 80 k's an hour before it will require the petrol engine to kick in. If you do require a little bit more power, it will seamlessly kick up the petrol engine and jump between the two. So you really do optimize your fuel usage by really controlling the way that the petrol engine and the battery engine work together. You can get up to about 40 k's distance solely on your battery. If you do charge the battery up with your petrol motor, you'll probably only get to 80%. If you want to get up to 100, you do have to actually plug that in, but you can jump between the two and charge and drive at the same time, meaning that with this car you can actually average about 1.9 litres per 100 k's driven, which means from the 45 litre tank it works out to be just under 2,400 kilometres from a full tank of fuel. This car also has 7 airbags and a 5-star ANCAP safety rating. Alright guys, so moving to the interior now. The interior is just as well kept as the outside. It's absolutely fantastic condition. This car has done just under 47,000 k's. It does not appear that way at all. Over here on my right, we do have a really nice door trim going on with a bit of highlighting just through here, a bit of texture added to the door, as well as a nice leather finish right up here with a really long armrest as well. Do our side mirror adjustment to the front. Child controls here with full electric window controls and chrome door handles as well. Moving my steering wheel to the right, we do have our control indicators on the right, as well as our fog light and headlight controls as well. Down here we've got things like our electric tailgate and parking and safety features on and off, and forward collision mitigation buttons just down here. Moving this to the left, we do have our front and rear windshield wipers. Steering wheel itself is leather wrapped, absolutely fantastic, no wear that I can see on it. Media and Bluetooth on the left, as well as our cruise control settings on the right. Moving to the center now, we do have a really nice piano black finish around our entertainment unit. We do have full Bluetooth control in here, as well as a nice CD player just hiding behind it. It will just press these buttons and it will drop down, revealing a CD player, as well as our SD card as well. You can save some music to that, and it's got your map SD card behind there too. Pressing, yeah, oh, it's already on map. If I throw the car back into reverse, it'll show you that we do have a really nice clear reverse camera with distant markers for 3 meters, 2 meters, 1 meter, and 50 centimeters as well. Popping it back into park will obviously get rid of that. Dropping below that, we do have dual zone climate control, so 2 different temperatures for each side of the car and fan speed in the middle. Very, very easy to use. Down from that, we do have a nice 12-volt socket. With a little grommet there to help keep it clean from dust, as well as a nice little bit of storage just in front of our dual cup holders. We do have 2 keys with this vehicle as well, I'll point out. Back here with this shifter, now this is, I will explain how it works. So with this, your parking gear is just the button here. If you want to go into reverse, you pull it sideways and go forwards. We are now in reverse. Pull it sideways, go backwards for drive, and then this B button here is for a braking mode. So I'll pop it back in park and explain that. You would have seen on the steering wheel we had a couple of paddle shifters. They don't shift through gears. What they do is each wheel's got its own little friction brake. You can adjust the intensity of that, and the batteries will actually recharge themselves just judged off friction. The charge and save modes just change how the petrol and the batteries just interact with each other, and our twin motor 4-wheel drive lock just gives us a 4-wheel drive mode for this car as well. Back here we do have our seat warming controls for the 2 front seats. Opening up our center console does reveal a nice deep amount of storage with a little tray, auxiliary port, USB port, as well as a 12-volt socket in there. Just drop our tray back in the top nice and easily there. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is just get my cameraman to pan around the interior of the car really quickly, show you that there's no leather on the leather seats. The carpet's in fantastic condition, the dash is in fantastic condition, and when he finishes doing that, we'll get him to finish up towards the top, and I'll run you through the sunroof really quickly. Alright, so as I mentioned before, this car does have a sunroof. So you've got a little cover you can just push back if you do want to keep the sun out completely. But just by pulling this back, it does open the sunroof. Get a nice little bug catcher as well. Pushing it forward just closes it off. Nice and smooth operation there, and pushing the button in gives it a bit of a tilt as well, so you can just tilt it for ventilation, which is really cool, and just closing that off does allow us to have nice shade inside the vehicle. Even the back is in fantastic condition. We have ISOFIX seating in the back as well. Nice amount of legroom there. It's a typical size for a 5-seater Outlander. Thanks for taking time to watch our walk around review of our 2014 MY14.5 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV Aspire. That was a mouthful. I hope this has answered any questions you have about the vehicle, be it quality wise. If you had any questions about how the hybrid technology works in Mitsubishi, I hope I've cleared that up for you as well. One last thing I would like to point out to you guys, this car being in the condition it's in does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan, which will give you an extra 5 years mechanical protection for the vehicle, as well as 10 years roadside assistance Australia-wide. So if you'd like to know more about our premium mechanical protection plan, please click the link in the description below. But otherwise guys, once again, thanks for watching our video. Berwick Mitsubishi, customer service is where we thrive, so please give us a call at 9907 0555.